Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of Talk with Peterlee, and this first episode is proudly sponsored by the Wade Restaurant and Bar.
Welcome to the Wadi Restaurant and Bar, where great food meets great vibe, from smoky jollof rice to delicious soups, fresh seafood, and the finest drinks. We've got it all. Unwind, groove, and enjoy the best Afro beats at our bar. We now have all type of dishes: jollof rice, fried rice, pasta, rice and beans, ofada rice, village rice, beans, porridge, semo, amala, fufu, moi moi, plantain chips, chin-chin, ice cream, popcorn, pie, shawarma, and cake. And guess what? We now have a snooker and a table tennis. Visit us today at the Wadi Restaurant and Bar, or call 081 5725 8594. Follow us on Instagram at the_Wadi_Restaurant_Bar. The Wadi Restaurant and Bar, a short walk to a great appetite.
So here with me I have. Can you tell us your name, Mama?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Omoteniola Omotayo. I'm the guest for today.
Okay, we are very delighted to have you in our midst.
Thank
So moving forward, I would like to know, are you smart?
Yeah.
Okay. If rain fall on the floor, it is called rainfall, right?
Yes.
So what if the rain falls on the rock? What's it called?
It's still rainfall.
Okay, interesting. Guess you're smart. So going on, I would like to know, what's the experience growing up with your parents? Like growing up, how is the experience like? Can you just tell us?
I would say it was chaotic because I have a broken home. Yeah.
Oh,
it was
sorry
chaotic.
about that.
Nah, it's not about sorry about that. It's what my parents choose for the best of their children.
Okay, yeah.
You know, there are some marriages you can't stay inside for the benefit of your own children.
Exactly.
For it to like your children to go well. Although I had the circumstance of choosing between staying with my mom or my dad. Yes.
And that's very, very traumatic.
Yeah, it's so dramatic because at that point my dad wanted me to stay with him, but I was, as a little kid I would say I was actually smart because I thought my dad couldn't have the time of parenting me, and even if I had a stepmom, my stepmom wouldn't treat me the way my mom would.
So if I'm not going too deep into your personal life, like for how long, like how old are you when they divorced?
Around 3, but I got the decision around 6 because they went for welfare to court. So I was at the judge's courtroom and he asked me to choose between staying with my mom or my dad.
Wow. Have you ever feel loved?
Yeah.
I want to get it. You know, we, most especially we youths, we derive our love from our partner. Let's say boyfriend, girlfriend,
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, have you feel love from your partner aside from parent love now?
Yes, I would say so.
So how is it? Is love sweet? Is it really sweet like they say?
Yeah, love is a genuine experience that I would love people to experience, just like I experienced it once. It's good, it's nice, it's fluffy. You have so many memories to keep, so many like details in your life, so many impacts that love can go through.
That's very, very sweet experience. But I would like to ask, you said once, like you mentioned once, like so you are not in love now.
I'm not in love now.
Can you briefly take us through what happened to what scattered the love issue?
I would say we settled our differences on the core level, on a matured level, in the sense of I would say I portrayed more. I loved the person who loved me more than myself. I prioritized my partner more than myself. I trusted my partner more than I could trust my own self.
Oh.
In the sense of, okay, I so much trust this guy, I love him, we're heading to marriage, we're heading to something good, we made things go on in our life, a good impact, and then it just left you hanging.
Oh.
Imagine that kind of pain you emit from that.
If I may ask, like how many years of relationship are we talking about here?
We're talking about going to 3 years.
So that's a lot.
A whole lot.
That's a whole lot. So if let me put it like this. Have you felt betrayed before?
Yeah,
By who?
by my ex, because he really dodged me a lot. Like he gave me, like, I would say, a straight death bullet, a traumatic experience of love. I would say in some cases you might feel love and feel loved forever, and in some cases it might turn into your worst nightmare. In my own case, I would say it's a traumatic experience and it turned into my worst nightmare.
See, sorry, I would like to like ask this question. In your own view, how old should a girl be and a boy, a guy, before venturing into what is called love?
You know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. It matters how much you can handle, how much of maturity you can put in, how much of sensitivity, of, like, truthfulness and loyalty you can put in. I would say at a matured age of 18, somebody should have felt, okay, I have a crush on someone, and the next thing you are reciprocating back is, okay, I fell in love with somebody. Because it should be love is like you giving and taking back something. It doesn't matter of age. I have a cousin that fell in love at the right age of 15, and till today she got married.
Wow.
She got married to the same guy, so it doesn't really matter of the age, I think.
Did you? I used to feel like they used to say that it is rare to find love. Like, what do you think are the criteria to like get love?
I would say it is rare to find love. Yeah, it is rare to find true love. There are different kind of love. I could love you. I could love you for your body shape.
Yeah.
I could love you for your intelligence. I could love you for your intellectuality.
Definitely.
Yeah, but there is this certain kind of love that I will love you for your imperfections, your perfections and imperfections.
If you're talking about loving for imperfections, that means let me say you now, if you are loving someone for their imperfections, definitely you are ignoring their red flags.
Yes, you're ignoring every red flag, and possibility that you're ignoring that red flags could harm you.
That's where I'm going to, because I've had a lot of cases. For instance, this Two-Face and Annie DBLB thing.
Yeah, she was fucking ignoring the red flags constantly.
So can we say Annie loved Two-Face with his imperfection? So if Annie loved Two-Face with his imperfection, then what brought the divorce?
In that case, I would say it's a blinded love. Yes, it's funny, right? Yeah. It's a blinded love, because you blindfolded his imperfections, in the sense of it's torturing you. It's giving you pains, and you're still adding to it, like, okay, I can undo it. There is much of a trauma a lady can undo than a man.
Yeah.
So when it gets to the point whereby I don't want to even look at your imperfections again. Let's go for the raw flags. Let's go for the red flags, your shit.
If we are to use Two-Face and Annie Idibia as a case study, what do you think? We don't actually know what brought the divorce. Yeah. But from what we can see, from what we can hear, from what we see online, like, who did you think betrayed who?
I would say Two-Face.
So are you saying Two-Face betrayed Annie because you are a girl? You feel there is a need, or you have proof?
I wouldn't say anything. I have to say now is allegedly. Because Nigeria is going to the war of allegedly. You can't even call the bull now. It's allegedly.
Everything now is
allegedly. I don't have money for courts.
Everybody's avoiding.
I cannot call a lawyer. I'm still a student. I can't afford that. The fact is, I'm not a feminist like that. If a girl does the wrong thing, my gender, and I see you doing the wrong thing, I'll call you out and tell you this is the fact, this is what you've done wrong. And if it's also the guy, also, I will tell you your own fault. I'm not the person that will see my gender doing the bad thing and the next thing I will the moment supporting women. That's bad. We said we want a better communication between both genders, and we are doing women supporting women. You can see the sagas going on TikTok now, whereby families, husband and wife, now bring their topic on TikTok as a family matter, as a deep. Don't you have families at home? Don't Don't you have mothers, sisters, cousins that can settle it for you? And the next thing you bring is on social media. In the next 10-15 years, your children will go up and meet that same video. Because there's this saga of a man coming out and say, Lande and Bawasi, and the woman had the balls to come on live and say, yes, I fucked the man.
You see, I feel like this generation is fucked because what social media is causing is a whole lot.
A whole fucking lot.
Imagine this woman coming online to accept the claim that they actually paid truth or dare Babati.
I would depict her as a married woman. I followed my single friend out. Let me use my last relationship as an example. I've never seen the situation whereby I follow my single girls out, and the next thing you are trying to admire is something out of my own bond that I cannot do. I will tell you I'm out. I cannot do it. I have a relationship to protect. That is a relationship, not even a marriage. You're a married woman, for God's sake. Even if your single friend is pushing you, okay, let's do that. Even if you are to play such game, it is not in that sense of manner. There should be limits.
But now let me put this question to you. Let's assume Lande is your uncle, is your brother. What advice will you give to Lande?
First of all, I'll backlash him. Is an Ozo. Yeah.
Ozo.
I'm serious. I will backlash him. Is an Ozo. Because as a man, you don't have to come out and lash out to your wife. Your wife did this. Your wife did. Keep that fucking shit to yourself. Demand what they call privacy in your life.
But wait. If you talk about keeping it to himself, do you know he can actually hurt himself?
I know. Let's say
he's going to feel relieved talking about it.
Yes, let's put it in that way. But the way he said it, comfortably sitting on the chair, and somebody interviewing you like, okay, then my wife, he did truth on the like all the truth on the example. That is very funny. It's nonsense.
And about the woman too.
You can just keep it.
Let me see this before I forget. About the woman. The woman, according to the story I heard from Lande, I think the woman has 2 kids before. That is what is prioritizing men to run away from single mothers now. Exactly. Because they believe single mothers, after they've born, they believe they can do anything with their body. Then the next thing is to do prostitution. That is the typical a young Nigerian man that is capable of the sense of maturity will tell you, I can never marry a single woman. Ask him why, because he will tell you they are all aristos, they are all OS, as we youths call it. Yeah.
So like I would say I was trained by a single mom. But I never saw my mom after our divorce married, although she remarried in a legal way. She would never prioritize another man over us. But then they will prioritize another man over their own children, and then they will turn it into a business of a thing. Your child will start seeing different men coming into your home daily basis. My one uncle dropped my mom today, another uncle dropped my mom. And you're giving the child the mentality it is all right. When she now grows up and the girl enters school and she starts doing rubbish, she starts criticizing her, don't you have parents? And when you get to the boot of it,
I feel like most of these girls we see on TikTok, especially most of these girls we see on TikTok, if we are to look at them,
they are all trained by single mothers.
So I feel like, you see, one of the reasons why I'm afraid of marriage, I don't know, I cannot really say I'm going to marry or not now, but I feel like
you can marry me though.
I feel like if I'm going to get married, I want something very mature and serious.
Yeah.
That I know the society is fucked up. Nobody's going to, like, I don't think anybody's teaching moral these days.
No.
I want these family settings whereby I'll be able to teach my kids moral. Imagine that Lande's wife, the girl, what's it called, Dara.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids, you give birth, you have a child for Lande. Now imagine all this whole saga is done, because I know it is not for life.
Yeah.
Everything will come down. But internet will never forget.
That is one thing.
Now your child grows up, I want to marry your child. Let me see, she has a girl. Like someone wants to marry the girl. And someone's now like the flashback of her mom. People saying her mom was fucked by
truth or dare.
Like they said, he can count 20, almost like 21 guys that had sex with a wife during the period of 3-4 years.
She's following medical procedure. A lady must have like sex almost like 21 times in a month.
But that is if your man is not capable of doing that, then you can get told.
I might say in that sense, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is wrong in that sense, but it's okay. It's alright. I would definitely say in some depicts and some situations whereby we have single mothers, I would say at the age of 12, my mom started sex education for me. At the age of 12,
Wow.
she never hid the fact that this is what they call that. This is what they call that. So when you move out, you would see what it is. And when I was in secondary school, I had this kind of lifestyle. You know, I was trained as a single mother. I was this rough girl, like a tomboy. That was why I said I'm not a feminist, because I lived a guy's life once. I was always dressed like a boy. You know, moving with guys, seeing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It never pushed me outside to say, okay, I want to toy with what I have, with my body. It was giving me the sense of, okay, my mom told me if this happens, this will be the outcome. She did not hide it from me. You know, these parents of nowadays, they be like, if they do. She did not hide the fact. If you do it, you will get pregnant, and once you get pregnant, you become a single mom. You don't want to be like me. You want to make me proud. Then the next thing in my brain is I want to make my mommy proud. No.
Exactly.
So, like, okay, let's say the situation of him bringing his relationship to social media. Yet at a point, I would say, let me use my own relationship as an example. When all this saga happened, you know what? It was a periodic saga whereby it was an institutional saga. Let me say, he betrayed me in the sense of him having an affair with my own classmate and keep impregnating her. And I was not aware. Although I would say I was aware, people were telling me, but I was blinded by love. Not like I did not know, but I was blinded. My man can never do it. That is one thing I would say. My man can never do. I trust that guy. Nah. He can't be the owner. He can't be. You know, one thing that happened to me that I never told anybody was when they were having this affair. I caught them once, and I stayed outside the door, listening to every sexual aspect of what was happening. You know how traumatic that is. You know,
you're listening to
how the sound
is giving another person knocking, bro.
I listened for good close to 1.5 hours. Went to his neighbor's house and sat. I could not sleep all through the night. My body was shaking. I went home the next day and came back to confront him. What my man never did was like lock the door for me outside and was like, come on, let's talk. I was like, no, I even had the guts. I don't even know what came into me. That's like a lady is a devilish human being. I recorded the whole scenario and I played it to him, and I went home and cried. And the next thing, this man comes to me and tells me we were faking it. Do you know I believe that shit?
You believe they are faking those sounds?
And like till today, if I sit down and I like move back to what has happened, I will be like, damn, I believe they were faking it.
Wait, is that? I'm sorry for using this word I want to use. Is that love or you being dumb? Wait, there are some lies that I feel like if someone you are adding ash, and it came out to tell you that
they were faking it,
and you believe it.
It's not about believing. It's about me being the bigger person. I don't want to lose the one I love. I wanted to be the bigger person in the relationship. Like, okay,
just wanted to slide. Like,
yes, slide out. Let's just let it go. Okay, you just once, you will not do it again. And then the next thing he tells me, okay, fine. You were faking it. Nothing happened. Stuff like that. But weeks later, it came out to me. I'd be like, you know what? I lied. But I broke up with her. And few months.
You feel comfortable having him.
Funny part was, I would say I was love blinded, because how could a man who had sex with someone I knew still come back to me and have that same sex and I did not put him in?
Is that love?
I would say it is brainwash. It is what they call gaslighting and manipulation. You know, when a man sits you down and manipulates your brain, you would not know what to do. And he will gaslight you to the extent of making you seem like you're the fault. So I was gaslighted, I was manipulated, everything happened at once, so I just have to give in. Okay, it's my love. I don't have you know what pushed me? Because I don't have anybody. If I was cheating, I would have been like, okay, get the fuck out. But I was only being loyal to one man.
Is it that you don't have someone you take advice from? Like, you don't tell people your things? Because I feel like if you have told someone that, okay, I went to my boyfriend's place, I had him knocking someone, and he came to me and said he faked it. Like, I feel like even if you are like deeply in love and you cannot digest it, the person who could have helped you.
I was in a situation whereby friends are fake. Yeah, all my friends wanted my man, so you can see that situation.
Wait, who is this? The man must have been a very, very handsome guy.
Yeah, he is. I was in a situation where all my friends wanted my man. They made advances, which I saw. Text message, calls, different sagas up and there, dragging and all sorts. So when this thing came up, I could not tell anybody. It was from this same side chick of the whole thing that people heard from that, like, I'm pregnant for 10 years boyfriend. People were not blaming me. Are you alright? Let me hear your own side of the story. And I'm this kind of person, when it comes to this dragging of a stuff, you never hear my own side of the story. I prefer dying, and it killed me, it traumatized my brain to the extent I started developing brain tumors, having seizures sequentially. It landed me in hospital for like a whole 6 months.
Oh.
So like, it's a trauma. People would always be like, I don't want to experience. I would never want my own enemy to experience it, because I was keeping it to myself. Like, okay, I don't want people to hear the other side of my own story. I don't want dramas. I don't want. But this girl constantly continued dragging me, pulling me off from one page. I would start seeing my matters from one page to another. Yeah. You don't understand, when social media come, you know, school things now. No. When a friend tells a friend, another friend tells, and when they start seeing you, it appears. That was, you know, there is one thing I would advise students. If you want to drag people on Anonymous, don't drag them into their private life. You can drag each other that she doesn't know how to dress. Somebody, and at that point, I was thinking of committing suicide, but thanks to my mom, because I really opened up to my mom helped out. I wanted to commit suicide, like, this is a real disgrace. A man we've bragged about. Everybody knows about my relationship. I'm bragging about this man up and down. We are getting married soon. He knows my family, stuff like that. And the next thing is, he impregnated your classmate. Ow. Oh. And the funny whole scenario is, was just one night stand, and then boom. It wasn't like I was not perfect. It was not perfect, but the mistake came, and we had to, like, if I should tell you today, we never told each other let's break up.
Everybody just went
on its own. That's why most time people tell me, you don't talk. Okay, let me say after months of recovery, you wanted to be friends again. I was like, this friendship cannot, because me seeing you seeing me, there's this feelings between us, and we will come back again and knock each other. It's not possible. You have she's now a wife. Even if you say, okay, she does have a daughter for me, it doesn't matter to me anymore. You've disgraced me enough. Even if I was in that shoe and I said I want to come back again, it's not possible. That's why I'm saying students should prioritize themselves when in a relationship. When you're in a, don't put your man over everything.
Exactly where I want us, like, to round up now. Because I'm loving this episode, I'm not gonna lie. But I would like you to just give a brief advice to students, both the guys and the females are in love now, in school environments to be precise. What can you, like, what do you have to tell them?
I have a lot, but let's just give you the short. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your own medical life, your sexual life, your educational life over your relationship. You didn't grow that relationship from your mother's womb.
Yeah,
you came to school to find love. There is one thing that my mom used to say: you went to school and you're not bringing anything back. You're supposed to bring a man. I expect you to experience, not that you should go and do rubbish, but expect and bring home somebody you know you can call your husband. But please prioritize yourself. Your mental health is at stake. You know what? I did a woeful mistake, which I prioritized my man over my education, and it failed me woefully in some ways that I'm regretting now. But at least I learned lessons, and I'm able to match up with those lessons. Alhamdulillah, I'm able to match up with
Alhamdulillah. Honestly, I would not like us, like, I would like us to talk, but so as not to, like, bore our viewers. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do, so you have more, you see more of this on this channel. We are very, very, very happy to have you here, Miss Tenny.
Thank you.
We are very glad to have you here. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to the Wadi Restaurant and Bar, where great food meets great vibe, from smoky jollof rice to delicious soups, fresh seafood, and the finest drinks. We've got it all. Unwind, groove, and enjoy the best Afro beats at our bar. We now have all type of dishes: jollof rice, fried rice, pasta, rice and beans, ofada rice, village rice, beans, porridge, semo, amala, fufu, moi moi, plantain chips, chin chin, ice cream, popcorn, pie, shawarma, and cake. And guess what? We now have a snooker and a table tennis. Visit us today at the Wadi Restaurant and Bar or call 081 5725 Follow us on Instagram at the_Wadi_Restaurant_Bar. The Wadi Restaurant and Bar, a short walk to a great appetite.